The United Nations has hurled a fresh accusation at security forces and insurgents in Myanmar. An investigator says their actions in the restive state of Rakhine and Chin may amount to war crimes.
Government troops known as the Tatmadaw have been battling ethnic rebels, the Arakan Army, for close to 2 years now.
There are deeply disturbing reports of civilians, mostly ethnic Rakhine men, being disappeared or detained and interrogated by the Tatmadaw on suspicion of association with the Arakan Army. Several of them have died while in the custody of the Tatmadaw.
This is not the first time Ms. Lee has accused Myanmar's military of transgressions. Last week she said the army may be committing gross human rights violations under cover of a mobile phone blackout. Over 700,000 Rohingyas have fled Myanmar for neighboring Bangladesh since a military crackdown in August 2017. Some of them say security forces carried out atrocities like mass killings and gang rapes, allegations that have been corroborated by UN investigators. The government has strongly denied the accusations. It's declared a ceasefire till end August and says it's trying to bring about national reconciliation.
So what we do know right now is that there have been at least 30,000 people in Rakhine and Chin states that have been forced to run away from their homes. We also do know from reports that the government has allowed helicopter or airstrikes to take place in Rakhine state against the Arakan Army's clashes. We also do know that recently there were internet blackouts in some parts of Rakhine state because the government says that the rebel groups are using the internet to plan their attacks. Let's just talk about the Rohingya crisis first, because nearly 2 months from now it's going to be the 2-year anniversary of the Rohingya crisis that took place in 2017, August 25th. Recently the Myanmar government is forming a high-level delegation to fly over to Bangladesh to talk to the Rohingya refugees to persuade them to come back. But this is going to be very difficult, especially when one of their concerns, the Rohingya refugees, one of their concerns is security. So with this ongoing fight happening in Rakhine State, whether or not it's fighting against ARSA, which the government says is a terrorist group that caused the crisis, whether it's fighting against ARSA or fighting against Arakan Army, the fact is that clashes are still ongoing. So it's going to be very difficult for the Myanmar authorities to convince the Rohingyas to come back to Rakhine State.